investigate, they're gonna find the truth and tell you straight. They're exploring themselves and the universe. Andrew's spoiled, Charlie's even worse. The meaning of life, they're gonna find out. So sit back and listen, you big trout. That's enough from me anyway. What the bloody hell? They're investigating today.
Revenge is a story as old as human history. It can be as grand as armies going to war over the murder of a son, and as petty as chopping the branches off your neighbour's hedge. Revenge can feel like a basic human instinct, but much discussion has taken place over the merit of exacting a revenge on your enemies, and whether it can bring you any genuine forms of closure. So do we need to punish those who have wronged us, or should we turn the other cheek? Why is revenge such a consistent theme in human art? What does our propensity for revenge say about the human condition? And is revenge a dish better served cold, or should we pop it back in the microwave for a bit? To help me answer some of these questions, I'm joined by Charlie Milner, who's currently seeking revenge on a pure gym body composition machine who diagnosed him as medically fat. Charlie, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Charlie, do you have any enemies?
I've got 3, Andrew.
Yep.
Me, myself, and I.
What a surprise. Your biggest enemy is yourself. Is that because you can have the propensity to overthink a bit and then that damages you and yourself?
Have you got any enemies?
I don't think so. I imagine some people view me as their enemy, but I don't view them as my enemy.
Some people find you quite annoying.
I'd imagine I've made enemies.
On nights out?
Yeah, or something. Well, as you know, as the kind of the Marrakesh situation when I upset someone completely accidentally.
It might just be the tone of your voice.
It is.
Even that.
I know.
It is.
Yeah, well, because it goes from very low to very high.
I was sitting there.
Wait, that is this annoying?
Excuse me, sir.
I don't think it's the high pitched nature of it.
No.
It's
more of the.
It's the droll.
Excuse me. I was sitting there.
Excuse me, I was sitting there.
Yeah,
Sorry.
there's something to it. Whereas for me, it's like.
It's kind of a benefit to have a high pitched voice. Because everything you're just kind of,
Hello.
you're consigned to just being some sort of jovial nymph that's running around.
No, because it can be really annoying, actually. Excuse me.
But you don't have
I don't
that.
think I was not.
But you don't have that voice.
I wasn't not sitting there, was I?
You don't have that voice. So
no, I don't. But if I did,
but that voice. No, I don't. But I did. You know.
Now I only found out how kind of.
Well, that's the thing.
High pitched my voice is quite recently. Was it you who told me?
Yeah, I think so.
That's devastating for me.
Yeah. Well, I used to
think I spoke like kind of.
Well, you think you had a bit of a.
You ever? If you're ever in town again, I'd love to show you the.
You've got a bit of a kind of ringing, kind of grating annoyance.
That's not. I don't think that's very fair.
It's like the small kind of ant in your ear, just like shouting.
I don't think that's true at all.
Do you know
Matt, what do you think? Do you think that I have? Who's got a more annoying voice?
Yeah, more annoying.
Who's got more annoying? Intrinsically, like you don't know either of us. Who's got a more annoying voice? Let's do a road test. Yeah. So we're gonna say, have you got any more blackberries? I'm really hungry, and my mum's left again.
Okay.
Ready? Have you got any more blackberries? I'm really hungry, and my mum's left again.
Have you got any more blackberries? I'm really hungry and my mum's left again.
Who's more? Play the emotional heartstrings there at the end. I think I'm giving the blackberries to Charlie.
He's obviously going to give. Well, no, in terms of soliciting goods, you are way above me.
I'm more.
You can 100% because it's like a sad little ant man. Has just come knocked on you. I'm so sorry. I just need these blueberries, or I'm not going to live. Do you know what I mean?
You are Aragon.
Yeah, I'm Aragon.
Right.
I'm Aragon.
I'm Charlie.
Yeah.
I'm just me.
Yeah, you're definitely going to get.
Enough, then I'm Soz.
But if you want someone to move out the way in a train, then you want my voice.
Let's do that. Okay, so there's a guy who's trying to kill himself on the tracks.
No, not kill himself.
No, yeah, why not?
Move. How did you go there from what I said?
Because what else would he be doing on the train tracks?
Being not on the train, not on the train tracks.
The tragic case of James Bulger.
Okay. What? So we're trying to
talking about that. Then.
Okay, we're saying get off the tracks. There's a train coming.
You try and convince him to not kill himself, and I'll do the same. Ready?
Well, this is going.
Don't fucking do it, man.
You can't.
Genuinely, no, because everybody.
You've got so much more to live for.
You've got no idea how many people actually count on you, and obviously they're not going to say it every time, but people do care, and I care, and I already like you a lot, having even seen your face. Please don't do it, please.
No, I am 100% killing myself if that's the voice. If this is this little, oh God, no! Oh please, you can't do this. You've got so much. I'd be like, fuck living.
You do it.
Fuck living in this world.
I don't want to fucking. Okay, I'm the guy. I don't want to fucking be here anymore.
You're not thinking straight.
Fuck off.
You're being a fool.
No.
Think about the
Why
people.
You're being fucking stupid.
You're being fucking stupid. Get off the tracks. You're going to hold up this train for everyone.
Making me
you're going to shut down London. Think about the amount of people's days you're going to impact just because you want to kill yourself.
Should I just do it in
You
the
got
bath?
family and friends. Stop being a fucking idiot. Get off, and we'll go and talk about it in the coffee shop. We'll talk about it nicely then. But for now, get off the fucking tracks.
But I'm not necessarily not going to kill myself.
Get off the tracks.
Okay, fine. All right, let's go get a coffee.
There you go. Tough love.
Okay, fine.
What are we asking, Matt? No, your voice is better if you need something. My voice is better if I need something from someone. That's the same thing, Andrew.
I think
that's literally the same sentence. If I need someone to do something,
you're more of a. Yeah, but you think you're kind of this headmaster, and you're just not.
I have the.
You have the voice of a clever man, and the head of the brain of an idiot.
I have a powerful voice. You have a. I want to go to the movies, please.
Yeah, but it's a powerful. You're basically like the king, but then you know the king's in a big cloak, and there's 3 little dwarves holding him up, and he's actually a child.
Because my psychology is so pathetic. I've got such a
that's
poor
you.
self-worth.
You're pretending to be this king.
I'm just the equivalent of 3 little boys.
You're sat on each other's shoulders.
So my voice betrays the patheticness of my personality. And
I'm
myself.
honest. Your voice is pretending to be.
I'm
clever.
lying with my voice. Is that what we're saying?
You don't know it, but you are.
Okay.
You're an idiot.
But today we're here to investigate revenge, not each other's voices. I don't think we're very vengeful people.
No, I mean, but do you have anyone that like you would want to avenge?
I think I do petty revenge. The only thing I'd classify as revenge in a way is like if someone's getting off the train before letting people on, they're getting a shoulder. Do you know what I mean?
You're going to give them a shoulder barge.
Oh, I do all the time.
I think that's assault, isn't it?
No, it's not. They're assaulting polite society.
I don't think that's...
Well, when people get off and you're there, like, wait, where am I?
I don't think you're allowed to do that.
I'm getting off the train and there's people, they're not moving. And they start getting on. I'm like, are you joking? No way. Well, I have to get off the train. Fuck you. You're getting a shoulder.
Wait, but I mean, to what extent... right, you're literally Jim's getting them...
That.
Right.
It's one of those, and then a bit of Elle does the same thing. We're little boulders running around town.
You and Elle going around on your weekend shoulder barging.
Yeah, she hates it as much as me.
Have you ever done it at the same time to the same
Yes.
person? What, from both shoulders?
Yeah.
Cleared them.
Fucked him.
You just pushed
Did
them
they hit
straight
air?
They honestly stepped back, and we were like, well,
sorry, motherfucker.
sorry, motherfucker, you just got hit by the boulders.
And then you kiss? As
me and Elle and the guy.
Power couple.
Then we have a
you
threesome.
do a 3-way kiss. That's pretty hard.
That's hot because he'll go, I'm so sorry. I should have let you off the train
and
first.
you're like, don't
but
do
at
it
that
again.
point, yeah. Or like, I'm holding the door open for someone. For like, if it's a big group of people and none of them say thank you, then I'll go like, that's all right, and then walk on. That's my revenge.
And then you go, nad.
It's not all right. You've deeply hurt my feelings.
On opposite day.
On opposite day. On opposite day.
We don't know where we are.
Then they turn around and go, well, what is it?
And then you go,
I don't know. I truly don't know anymore.
With your hat, you go, one day you'll see.
One day you'll see. Read between the lines, partners.
Yeah, and the lines equals my fingers.
My fingers, bitch. So that's the only time I think I like small...
I'm not
in public.
I've got better things to do than kind of
doesn't take
quietly assault
the joy of this is it doesn't take away any of your time.
It takes away some of your spirit.
No, if you're probably actually, but I've got to get off the fucking train.
I do know what you mean. There is a sort of level of revenge I take in the sense that it's more just kind of anger than revenge, but they're synonymous and they certainly bleed into one another.
The anger doesn't come from nowhere.
There was a time where this quite nails-looking security guard.
Nails look hard as nails.
Hard as.
Okay. Are we shortening that to nails nowadays?
I personally am.
He just looks like fingernails or hammer nails?
No, metal nails, power tool nails.
So he's got a very thin body and a large round flat head. Not round and flat are
you're not going to mess with him.
antonyms,
And he was
he's
Turkish.
got a flat head. Turkish?
Turkish nails.
What did you say to him?
Merhabar, which means hello. And tatlum means my darling. And ashkum means my sweet. I used to have a Turkish...
So you said, hello, my darling, my sweet.
No, but in the kebab shops, what I'll do is I'll say...
Hello, my darling?
As a kind of like not a move, but I guess...
Trying to be liked all the time.
Trying to be liked all the time. I will go into the Turkish kebab shops and then they'll give me a kebab and I'll say güle güle, which means goodbye. And then they smile and I go ashkum, which means my darling.
And what do they say after that?
They sort of smile, but they're a bit less sort of into it.
Yeah.
But I like doing it.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
No one said there was. You're talking to yourself again.
My mate got in a weird thing, a skirmish. I mean, we are just talking about, I don't know if we're even on revenge now.
Yeah, this is kind of
But my
revenge.
friend who is going through some stuff with his partner.
Do you have any friend that isn't going through stuff?
Not really. I guess you.
Yeah.
But you're very sheltered and you...
I'm sheltered, am
yeah,
I?
whereas I've been through a lot.
I go through my stuff internally and privately and then let it bubble up into resentment and neuroses rather than, do the whole, let's talk about it.
No, but then you beat up random, you sort of barge
It comes out in
on the
ways.
underground.
It does come out in ways.
You can't contain the beast.
I can't contain the beast.
And nor should you.
And maybe if I tried to, if I tried to be more open with things, I'd be less,
grow a tail or
be
something.
less of a...
So... My mate, there's some like absolutely mental crackhead in Peckham, apparently.
But enough about your mate.
There's an absolutely mental crackhead in Peckham, and apparently he was sort of accosting a lesbian couple the other day, and my mate was like, "Can you not do that?" like a good man. And then the guy sort of fell on the floor. He was so enraged. The crackhead felt like started writhing on the floor in rage.
That's great.
Insane.
Yeah.
He was like so upset. And then he told my mate he was going to stab him. And then now every time he walks past my mate, which seems to be quite a lot, and he goes like, "I'm gonna fucking kill you."
Jesus Christ.
And
I think that's a lot.
But I know.
I think I'd probably move at that
because
point. I
I
couldn't live in a place where every time I went home there was a crackhead outside going, "I'm gonna fucking kill you."
And apparently, my friend tells me that he thinks he genuinely would as well. Like the guy's completely mad.
Yeah, take him.
But because he's going through some stuff with his girlfriend, he's concerned that he might actually get in a fight with him. So I told him to avoid him.
I don't think I have the capability of holding grudges. I think actually to a bit of a detriment. I think I forgive far too easily.
Yeah. Do you think that people have wronged you?
I think I've been wronged. There's been wrongs in the past.
I'm sure you have been wronged.
Yeah, I think everyone's been
No, I think
wronged.
you are actually very forgiving. Genuinely.
Yeah, but sometimes to a fault. I feel like it's
No,
something.
because you release yourself. I don't think you can lose by being... Unless you literally kind of cuck yourself into, I'm just fucked here without any clothes on and all my money's
That's
gone.
not how I've been wronged. I haven't been stripped of my clothes and money.
But if you forgive to the extent that you become like, you're in a drain and you've got no money, then it's like, yeah, you have taken forgiveness too far.
Okay, yeah.
Even
yeah.
Jesus would wear socks. But you need to like... even Jesus...
Sandals.
Even Jesus wore socks.
Even Jesus wore socks.
Even Jesus wore socks. You know, you can't forgive to the extent that you have nothing left, but ultimately, not forgiving hurts you. So I actually think you're doing yourself a service.
Yeah, I think maybe it is.
People could learn from you on that.
It's probably my most moral thing, I think, forgiveness. What's your most moral thing?
What's my best trait?
Yeah, what's like a moral thing that you think you do the best?
I love dogs.
I love dogs more than you, though.
I think that's an insane thing to say.
You
Andrew,
consistently say I have a weird thing about animals, and now when it suits you, you'll drop that immediately.
Andrew, I don't want to compete with you about who loves dogs more.
Don't make me look petty and childish on the podcast.
Okay, you love dogs more.
Yeah,
Sure.
okay. You have taken the high ground, and you've made me look like a fool, and I'll give you that.
I love dogs.
I like dogs more. I think we'll take us into Thinker's Corner after that one. Let me do that a bit better. I think we'll take us into Thinker's Corner. Oh, fuck it, we'll leave it in. So this is where we'll dive into our Thinker's Corner. And this week we're going to dive into some interesting things about revenge. And we're going to do the usual stuff we do, which is what, Charlie?
Getting into it.
Okay, it's quotes. We got some case studies. We've got some theories.
Coming up with some solutions.
Solutions.
Hopefully. Or none at all.
This week is all about revenge.
Depends what you want from us.
This week is all about revenge, and we're going to start with some quotes as ever. So we're going to welcome Douglas Horton into the building. Welcome, Douglas. Welcome, Dougie. Horton, here's a who. Horton, here's Douglas speaking right now. Take it away, Douglas. While seeking revenge, dig 2 graves, one for yourself. Now, what Douglas is saying there is that if we enact revenge, we ourselves will probably be the ones who will also be hurt as well as... Because revenge is going to escalate.
Absolutely.
You wrong me, I piss in your coffee. You then,
I go mad.
You mow my lawn too.
No, I come and probably like pour some stuff into your house.
What are you going to pour into what via the chimney?
A nightmarish combination.
Don't have a chimney.
Honey, bleach, tar.
I live in a new build, don't I? So it's like a flat.
Soulless, cavernous place. It's bad. It's genuinely. You should move. I think you should move house. We can talk about it after. Yeah,
it's such a fine house. It's such
fine.
a
Yeah, it's
fine
fine.
house.
Is that what you want? Is that what you want from your
So
life?
we want to fucking retire? I'm 28.
I'm trying to settle down. I'm trying to move to the country.
I'd love a chimney and a fireplace and like I've got a wonky staircase. That means I'm interesting. Fuck off. You can be interesting in a boring house. And you're boring in an interesting house. Thanks, Doug. No, stay here.
Stay here, please. Sorry about all this.
Sorry about Doug.
We're having
a day today.
So, yeah, I think that's true, Doug. Actually, and I really appreciate you saying it because when you take revenge, like when you do your tube stuff,
yeah,
a bit of your spirit is dying with every single time you do that.
Is it though? Because
yes.
Is it preventative justice? Is it? That person is gonna? There is justice. That person will think again. before they try and uproot the fabric of our society
Yeah.
by only thinking about themselves. That's the problem with those guys. They just think about themselves and how they're going to get on the train. They have no thought about anyone else's society. So giving them a Bosch goes, oh my God, there's other people. That it might encourage terrorism. Not like that, but it might encourage people, you know, like how the occupation of Iran and Afghanistan has led to, you know, more terrorists. That's what happens.
That's interesting. Is that interesting, Matt?
It's a salient point.
It's a salient point, but you know, but we can track it back to the Anglo-Afghan wars and then the Soviet occupation of Afghanistan. You know, these things have consequences. So it might actually, in a way, mean that there's more, you know, it could inspire the more radical thought in, I'm never ever going to wait for anyone to get off the train because I should be on all the time. That's a point that I take very well, Charlie.
You should tell them that and bore the I mean, that would actually work better if you either...
You see, because if I talk about anything moderately interesting, Charlie just says it's boring.
The best method, actually... I'm choosing to ignore that.
You're choosing to do a thumbs down?
No, if you went, instead of barging them, just go up to them and go, that's more annoying.
I think
that's more annoying.
You do shit like this quite a lot.
Like with driving. Rather than me doing that, the best method is
I think that's more antagonistic.
Yeah, no, it is. And that's the point.
Is it though? I don't want to. I'm not trying to be more antagonistic.
It's very annoying and non-violent.
Yeah, okay. But
that's violent. That's annoying. Every time you kind of do that, you're getting on their level. A small part of you is dying. Much like, for example,
a small part of my day's dying. That's true. Because I get too upset.
And Elle's day, from the sounds of it.
Yeah, from the sounds of it.
You know, it's like if you, there was a time when I called my teacher, my male history teacher, Mummy.
Was that you enacting revenge on him?
No, it's the opposite. A small part of me died there in the same way that a small part of you dies when you...
well, that's because you're, I imagine, mortifyingly embarrassed.
Yeah, I am. But it's the same principle. I
don't really see how it's the same principle.
How is that revenge?
No, it's not. It's just a small part of you dies. And
you're just bringing up an embarrassing thing that happened to you. It'd be like, it's the same as that. And we're saying, no, it's not. Well, so you just brought it up for no reason.
Well, thanks for fucking being there.
But yeah, I think, you know, revenge, if you try it, you're probably going to get bit. You know, that seems to be one of the most obvious points about anything.
Bit.
I think. What do you mean bit? Why are you confused with the word bit?
You mean burn?
You could be bit. Bit or burnt works.
No,
Matt, does bit work?
No, bit. No one says you might get bit.
I know it's
you might get burned.
You're just thinking if you play with fire, you might get burned.
Yeah, no one's like if you play with sharks, you might get bit.
You can be bit. You can be bit by the nasty dog of revenge. Yeah?
I think you made
If you play with the big hairy dog of revenge, you might get bit.
Like Clifford.
Clifford the big red revenge dog. Next quote. We've got, what's his name?
I've got a guest actually.
Please bring them out. Yes, fine. You can.
And he's coming out with a lovely little song.
A song?
Fly me to the moon.
That's just an Archer impression.
It's Frank.
Do it again. No, do it again exactly like that.
Fly me to the moon.
Is he Indian?
No, he's not Indian. He's Jamaican. Yeah.
Oh, he's Jamaican. Yeah.
And he's
do a reggae version of "Fly Me to the Moon."
What's the lyrics?
Fly me to the moon, let me sit amongst the stars.
Fly me to the moon, let me sit amongst the stars. I can't drive, but I'm really into cars. I like lorries, I like trucks, I like kissing, I like luck, and you could be my lucky lady tonight.
Again, managing to bring it to Charlie attempting to find his one true love, as all of his songs eventually get to.
Now, Frank Sinatra,
Frankie
from Kingston, Jamaica.
You a Sinatra fan?
I like the Jamaican one. I don't like the other one.
Fair enough.
The other one was
the other one. Yeah,
he was mobbed up apparently.
He was mobbed up. Yeah.
He says, "The best revenge is massive success.
The best revenge.
The best fucking revenge is massive success." Now, that's a good form of revenge. But what I'll raise you. What if you, for example, get with their dad?
That's good revenge.
Or beat the shit out of their son. Kidnap their nephew.
But you're stooping to this is look.
Okay,
Frank is.
You get with their dad. You get really serious with their dad, and the dad. You've unlocked their dad's kind of. They're sort of experimenting, exploring themselves, and you end up having a really beautiful relationship with their dad.
Yeah, I think marrying the dad and you becoming their stepdad works well.
I'm literally your daddy.
But I think Frank's being very smart there. Is that when we're talking about the cyclical nature of revenge and how it's just gonna bite you in the arse. Yeah, that you see there, bite you in the arse. You might
didn't
get
say
bit
in the arse bit
because you didn't need to.
You do need to specify.
But
the arse bit.
you might get bit if you do revenge. The classic saying that everyone loves. But so what Frank's doing there is like you're getting revenge in a different manner. You're not necessarily making their life negative. You're making your life so positive that they're going to go grr.
Yeah,
they're in the corner going grr.
Do you reckon you've ever gurred? Unironically gurred.
Unironically grr.
I think it's more
Oh, fuck! Oh, fucking hell! Like that.
I'd hate to see you do that. Seriously.
You'd hate to see me angry, wouldn't
Scary.
you?
It's kind of
You'd
weird.
hate to see me angry.
Oh, you really scary. You love dogs. Next up, we've got the lovely, we've got Coretta Scott King, who's actually the American author and civil rights leader.
Taking some pauses in between it isn't going to make it sound any less like you're reading it off the plan.
Coretta Scott King,
Yep.
who's married to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. So I thought we'd get her in part, to be honest, just to shout out her husband, Martin.
Yeah.
I've never heard of you, Coretta, no offense.
Right. Jesus, fine.
Have you heard of
So
her?
we're just bringing her. We're bringing her in here.
Just to be like, look, shout out to your husband, and I'm sure you've.
But she's pretty furious. We just brought her here. She's like, I'm an author, activist, and civil rights leader.
I'm
You
sure
just
you
brought
are.
me here
and
to
I'm not
shout out
knocking
my
that.
husband.
I just personally have not
Horrible
heard of you. I'm
thing
not
to
that
do.
into history, and I obviously I've heard of your husband, an interesting man. And
So
who
you're
did
bringing
a
her
lot
out just to
for-
tell the audience that you
the world.
know who Martin Luther King is.
I've heard of Martin Luther King, and I know who he is. I've not heard of his wife though. No
Well,
offense.
it's a shame. Yet another black woman's silence. Thank you very much, Coretta. Now we're going to bring out Alfred Hitchcock. Alfred, welcome. Thoughts on Alfred Hitchcock? Go on, there's cock in it, so I imagine you have some fun with
Well,
it.
your mate Alfie's marrying a Palestinian lady, isn't he?
Sure.
So it clearly runs in the genes that you got some pretty interesting men. Now,
What? What does that sentence mean? Okay, well, Alfred, take us away. Revenge is sweet and not fattening.
well,
Revenge is sweet and not fattening. So Hitchcock taking a bit of a different approach. Lots of his narratives
does he mean
are
by that?
about revenge. It's quite a consistent trope of a lot of his films.
okay.
Yeah, I think maybe you're wrong with that, Hitchcock. I think it's a bad thing.
Well, I think it's like, it's short-term gratification. It's that 3 p.m. wank. I'm sorry to say it, but it's like, you think it's going to be nice at the time, then you feel fucking disgusting.
Do you feel disgusting after 3 p.m. wank?
I feel like
At what
I feel
point
like
of
a
the day
useless man.
can you wank and you don't feel disgusting?
Dawn.
Dawn. Okay.
Dawn.
I'm never going to look at the sun the same again.
Dawn.
We'll bring out Ivana Trump now. Welcome, Ivana.
I guess.
Ivana, hear what you have to say.
Ivana, yeah, go for it, Ivana.
Looking good is the best revenge.
Is that Trump's first wife?
Yes. Well, we didn't think we'd be able to link Ivana Trump and Frank Sinatra in this podcast, but we've only just gone and bloody done it
Have we?
because they're saying very similar things. Looking good, being successful. It's the same as Frank. It's going, I'm going to work on myself and then walk into the room. It's the pretty woman thing, isn't it? It's going,
Walking down the street.
yeah, this isn't word association. This
It is.
podcast isn't word association.
In the nation.
It's her walking into the shop and going, I've never seen it. I hope you do you work on commission? Big mistake. That's what she says,
What?
doesn't she? Do you work on commission, don't you? Big mistake. That's the line,
I don't know
right?
what you're talking about.
You don't know Pretty Women? Come on, boys.
I
You
know a
work
few-
on
I know a few
commission,
Pretty
yeah?
Women. I know a few
Big
beautiful women.
mistake. Big mistake. That's what you're doing. You're going in going, hey, look, you saw me as something, but now I'm actually something else. It's like having a glow up post breakup.
Big mistake.
Big mistake.
You misjudged me.
You've missed all of this.
Look how gorgeous I am.
Look how gorgeous I am. Look how pathetic you are.
You absolute worm.
Big mistake.
Yep. You made a boo-boo, unfortunately, and it can't be undone.
Do you ever had a glow up for revenge?
I'm trying to have a glow up right now, like desperately.
Desperately, yeah, okay. But that's more because you're scared about the future.
I've never had to be like, I'm not ugly anymore. That's I think that's quite a tragic mission, really.
Yeah, okay, yeah. But you can have a glow up where I'm not ugly.
Yeah, but if you're
You
doing
can
it to
look
show
better.
them big mistake, it's like, well, do it for yourself. Because you're only going to, you think they're going to care. They're probably not going to care.
Probably
the
not
reason
gonna
they
care.
dropped you is not because you got like a slightly nicer nose now, or your hair is different. It's probably because you were kind of annoying at the time and it wasn't really working.
You don't have to speak directly from experience all the time, Charlie. So onwards with Thinker's Corner, as we like to do. We like to plow on this podcast. Okay, there's been some interesting studies into revenge. And is
Please,
revenge...
can you tell me about them?
I will tell you about them. Is revenge worth it? We've got some psychological studies to dive into with it. So here it is. Early psychological views towards revenge were based on the concept of emotional catharsis, that venting aggression purges it from the body. The research failed to validate this theory. In 2002, Brad Bushman of the Ohio State University found that higher levels of aggression in people who had supposedly vented their anger than in those who had done nothing at all. Then Kevin Carl Smith of Colgate University, what's that? Just a big empty toothpaste tube, and they're all in there learning about the importance of enamel.
I think the lecture hall is a massive molar, and you go in there and you just fucking really hammer out some work. some essays. You do a lot of essays in molars. You're just down the road from Sensodyne Polytechnic.
Yep. Floss U.
Floss
You
U.
don't want to see the varsity matches with Colgate University versus Floss U. They get very aggressive.
And don't get us started on tongue gangrene high. Tongue gangrene high.
Tongue gangrene high.
Mm.
Yeah, lots of the toothpaste related things that happen at Colgate University, I think is what we're saying.
Look, it's called Colgate University.
That's the same name as a toothpaste.
That's the same as a toothpaste. We picked up on that because we brush our teeth.
We do.
I mean, I've been trying to do it more because I'm worried about my teeth. What?
It's not fine to not brush them. You do it way too often.
What? Do I? I brush my teeth too often?
No, sorry, you don't brush them too often.
I've had to take a toothbrush into one of my workplaces so that I definitely brush them in the day. Because I drink so much coffee. I mean, don't talk to me till I've had my morning coffee. I will literally be brushing. I went to I've got a dentist called Naz. She's brilliant. She tells me that my main issues are smoking and coffee.
Right.
But I just can't seem to not do the stuff.
What university did Naz attend?
She went to Listerine Tum.
Tum?
Listerine Tum.
Listerine Tum.
It's a kind of Dutch uni with and it's based on the mouthwash Listerine, which I've also heard of because I brush my teeth.
So ultimately, Carlsberg concluded that people wrongly believe revenge will make them feel better and help them gain closure, when actually punishers ruminate on their deed and feel worse than those who cannot avenge a wrong.
Which is why you need to stop beating up people on the underground.
Stop beating up people on the underground.
Because you're going to feel good for a
I
second.
don't ruminate for a second about that. Not for 1 second do I ruminate.
Well, you're the
about
sort of guy that we need to actually be worried about then. No, I mean, yeah, I think that's probably true. I think you
get revenge.
It's short-term gratification for long-term gratification.
And then you're going, why did I pour pig's blood down their mother's gullet?
It set me back
decades
and a few bob.
You, in the light of day, you go, I should have just forgive and forget.
So in some cases, I think revenge is fair, particularly within the cases of vigilantes.
Vigilante revenge.
That's not your Auntie Vigil.
No.
It's a vigilante.
It's a vigilante.
So there was a case of a guy called Gary Plowshay. Have you heard of Gary Plowshay?
I haven't heard of Gary Plowshay.
Well, you're about to. He is a father from Louisiana, and he shot and killed a man who had kidnapped and sexually abused his 11-year-old son, who I think it was his karate teacher.
His karate teacher? It's the people who you trust most, isn't it?
And also quite a hard person to fuck up because
of the karate.
Exactly. He kidnapped his son and then took him to a hotel and then I think sexually abused him in some awful way.
Oh dear.
But basically, the police managed to catch the offender by, I think the son had called up his mum. Somehow he got hold of a phone and called his mum, and then they got the guy.
Yeah.
But they were taking him through on a police escort through an airport.
Yeah.
And then Gary Douche? What's his name? Yeah. Gary Plowsh. Not douche.
Don't say yes to douche.
That's a arse cleaning device. This is a man. This is a father.
Yeah.
He basically hid in the airport and then appeared out of nowhere in front of law enforcement and shot the guy in the head, killed him, and he was only charged with second-degree murder, pleaded no contest to manslaughter, and he was sentenced to 5 years probation. Community service. So he never even served prison time.
Interesting.
So in this case, revenge is obviously fair fuck.
Is it though?
To be honest,
is it though?
I think I've got a slightly Old Testament justice with this, where it's like, if you do something beyond the kind of courts and these sort of frameworks which we do need to live, you do need also.
So you're advocating for legal frameworks.
Occasionally, there are some cases like if you take somebody's son, I think we just throw you to the fucking sharks. Like you get. I have no problem with that Ian Huntley guy who recently got killed in prison. I don't give a fuck. Oh, the Ian Norris. Who's the really awful guy from Lost Prophets? Ian Watkins.
Yeah,
Ian Watkins and Ian Huntley. Both of them, I actually think if you did a survey in society of anybody who's got anything about them, they'll be like, yeah, fuck it.
Anything about them. That's quite a leading survey you're doing there. Well, have you got anything about you or not? Are you fine with murder?
I have no issue with certain instances of
I've got
vigilante murder.
No, we need
because
to.
you're the sort of guy that would
better.
kidnap and sexually abuse some boy's sons.
That's
an
unbelievable. That is an unbelievable thing to say to me on this podcast. That I'm the kind of guy who would kidnap and sexually abuse a child.
Of course, you're going to say you don't want vigilante justice because you're probably going to do some awful stuff.
Yeah, it's going to happen to me. It's going to happen to me. That's why. But the cat's out of the bag. I think that we shouldn't kill people because I want to do to the sexual
Little get out
assaults
jail
of
free
children.
card.
Thank you very much for bringing that up, because I agree with you. No, we need to be better. This is our whole point. We've just had a whole conversation about how revenge is a bad thing and we get dragged down in it. But now you've immediately gone, no, it's fine now. As soon as there's a moderately challenging situation we'd be brought up with, other than being like, cut off in traffic or someone getting on the train too quickly, now you're like, nah, just do it. So you believe in revenge.
If you're avenging your family from some guy who's kind of...
Yeah, well, you're going to say the same thing.
Yeah, I think it's kind of fair enough.
We need to be better. We need to be better.
I don't think it should be the default, but I'm not going to send a guy to prison if he's avenging his kid who's been sexually abused in a fucking hotel room.
But the question isn't, do we send him to prison? The question is, should it have happened? And therefore, do you want, instead of the court system, we'll just tie him up to a lamppost and then the guy can go and kill him?
No, I think you need the court system because we can't have kind of the purge going on outside. But the odd little minnow gets shot in the head.
Yeah.
He's not a minnow. He's a paedophile. But the odd kind of...
Yeah, we obviously don't have much... We don't have much sympathy for the sexual assault kidnapper of children. We don't have much sympathy for him. But is it a good thing? I kind of respect it. Is it a good thing that it happened?
I sort of respect...
You're an eye for an eye.
When he said... when he was asked what he'd learned from the situation, I think Gary... Can we go back to the thing, please? Nice. The only thing that he said he learned was how much... He said yes. They were like, did you learn anything? And he said, yes, how much I love my children. That's a real dad.
Yeah.
That's who I want from my dad. If my brother got kidnapped by his karate teacher, he doesn't do karate, he plays a bit of football.
So maybe reorient it to his football coach.
Sure. If his football coach took my brother down to the local Travelodge and tried to fuck him, and my
you want your dad to shoot you in the
my
head?
Dad killed the guy, I'd be like, fucking,
there's obviously a respect to it, but it's not the right thing to do. I think
is it the wrong thing to do though?
If I was, I'd go, Dad, don't do it. Forgiveness. There's way more powerful stories about people forgiving if there's some genuine contrition from the suspect.
I just quite like this.
I know you quite like it. It's really it's boiled something within you.
Or I'm the pigger.
But what?
I'm either piggy or pigger.
Now, what do you mean in reference to that? Who's piggy and who's pigger?
What, Lord of the Fire?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, right. I see. Yeah. I don't think it's a good idea. I think, look, we can empathise with it. Do we think it's a good idea to shoot people at airports?
You're worried about being vigilante because you're going to go do some awful stuff.
It's hard to have a moral conversation with someone who's just accusing you of sexual assault and kidnapping.
The potential for it. I don't think you
because it's within me.
You got it in your locker.
I've got it in my locker to kidnap and rape a kid. Thank you. That's the thumbnail for this episode.
I mean, you just said it.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of things with revenge. They did it better in the old times, didn't they?
They absolutely did, Andrew.
I think they've
expand, please.
I would love to expand if you wouldn't mind. They've got
not literally.
Oh. So yeah, they had, there was things to be vengeful for. You had genuine enemies, there was something to be angry about. There were people who did you wrong. And then the way in which you'd get revenge was often murder, stabbing, sword fights. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Whereas nowadays it's a bit pathetic.
There's more of a charm to the old kind of medieval revenges because it's a bit more, it might just be that I'm projecting kind of Lord of the Rings onto everything before TV.
Yeah.
I probably am. But I think there is a bit more magic to kind of avenging your forefathers in kind of ancient Norwich.
What would you say if you
rather than like now it's just like deep fake porn and like what's it?
Yeah, revenge porn. God,
it's horrible.
But what would you say?
Like swords and daggers.
You've been finding me. You've been tracking me down for 10 years because I killed your son. You just found me. You've won the fight. You're just about to pierce my skin with a dagger and finally kill me on this decade-long quest for vengeance. What are you going to say to me?
You're not gonna hurt this.
Doesn't even.
I mean,
they're not aside. They're not aside. That doesn't make any sense. So you're saying you're going to hurt this. Your final words are basically you're going to hurt this.
Yeah.
You want to try again?
You're not about to get hurt.
So similar.
Okay.
I know I'm about to get hurt. I'd be like, I know, whatever.
Hey, welcome. What? Face, get well acquainted with palm. I think you're going to be the best of friends.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have killed your son. Face palm. Bang.
You face palm.
Dead.
I fucking take a hammer to your head.
Yeah. One more.
Open wide.
You're gonna piss in me. Don't piss in me.
I'm not pissing in you.
What?
You're sucking me off. You're sucking me off, and then I'm getting in you. Sexual assault. I'm basically like, I'm fucking violating you.
Horrible.
Only because you killed my son.
There's that inner animal you've got right there. Well, I think we're going to get onto someone who's the queen of revenge, I might say.
Would you say that? Miss Revenge 2024.
Miss Revenge 2020.
Miss Revenge 945.
2024. What a bizarre year to choose. She was around in 945.
Yeah,
945.
and
We're in 2026.
in 2024.
What happened in 2024 that meant that Olga of Kiev finally got her due respect?
Well, I mean, the Middle East started really booting off in this awful way.
So Olga of Kiev became queen when her husband was murdered by the Drevlians and her son was too young to rule. So Prince Mal of the Drevlians then proposed to Olga, bold, assuming that he could take control of Kievan Rus through marriage? Kievan Rus? Through marriage. And sent 20 men to convince her. Yeah, envoys.
Please marry
Please,
him.
You need 20
I mean,
men.
that would give me the ick to be
We
honest.
should
20
do that.
guys. Were like,
when we want to marry a lady.
Honestly, she's lovely.
I'm just going to send 20 of my mates to try and convince her.
She's lovely.
He's really nice, not she.
Well, no, but they're trying to convince me I'm a man. I'm trying to find a lady.
Okay.
Fine, we can stick with men.
But if we do it to propose.
Sure.
Yeah.
Honestly, Andrew's so not. He's actually.
He's a
I know he looks
Charlie's a
really annoying.
brilliant
I know he
fella.
sounds.
I know he's
like
got
how
the
he does, but
stupid,
he's actually,
annoying voice.
He
But
is.
he's a
He
brilliant
does mean
man.
well. Underneath
he will
it
brush
all,
his teeth
it's
more
very
often,
hard to
but
find
at
the
end
kind
of
of
the day,
gold. But
he's
in there,
a
there is
really
treasure
good guy.
in there.
If you
You
dig
just
deep
have to
enough
give
and
it a
ignore
lot,
his teeth and
lots of
mouth, it's
time.
absolutely
Honestly,
perfect.
like just give him a chance. 'Cause you probably won't regret it, or you might. But
She had then buried them alive. She'd buried them alive in a ditch.
overreaction much?
Bonk, bonk. No, it's not an overreaction. Or is it? Is revenge a good thing? I feel like
20
revenge
men.
became a bad thing once we got electricity.
What?
Revenge became a bad thing once we got electricity. When we've got working electricity in our homes, I feel like then we're like, right, let's stop the revenge stuff.
Expand.
Running water, electricity. It's like we can't, there's no need for
We have
revenge.
too much power.
No, not at all. We've got too much comfort. There's
Stay in your house and
we
have piss
don't
dough.
need to do this anymore. The kind of fights over land and power and everything. It's like, look, we've all got basics at this point.
Come on.
We don't need to do revenge in this manner. We can do, fighting for political change, social change,
Absolutely.
sure. But do we need to really, bury people alive in a pit?
Bring on the walls
now
on.
that I've got a lamp that turns on via a wall socket
And Freeview.
and free. Yeah, well, that's a bit later, but
Well, I mean, I think if I just have a lamp, I'm still going to be pissed off if somebody's like taking my sheep and my wife. I need to have like a lot of TV and play.
But the need
Guitar
for
Hero.
revenge, the need for it,
Yeah, I mean,
burying 20 men in a pit whilst I've got a bath.
I think that we have. I see what you're saying, but I think we are nowhere near the level of comfort where I could ignore.
What more comfort do
I
you
need
want
like
in your
I want to be
life?
basically like I'd have to be so distracted by comfort and pleasure that I ignore any level of personal vendetta. I'm like almost in kind of free flow orgasm mode. Everything's sorted. I've got the most delicious food. I have a lovely. I've got 5 lovely families, and they're all cool with it. And it's just
So
like
you just want to live as like a sultan.
yeah. I think if I lived in a sultan in a
5
smart
lovely
house,
families.
smart boiler, loads of
With
families,
like 5 wives. That's a bit fucking horrible, isn't it?
and loads of children.
Yeah, who have to share their.
We're
dads.
open. The wives can get to it as well, I guess.
They can have different husbands.
I suppose
You
so.
said- I suppose so. He doesn't want that.
I suppose I'll have to- if I'm pushed,
You want a harem. So back to Olga. She's buried 20 men in a pit. I would argue hard to do. How do you bury men alive in a ditch? I guess you dig a really deep ditch.
And then you force them in there with swords.
Yeah, you force it. That is what a way to go.
Awful.
Being with 19 other
immediately.
guys, slowly just dirt being shot. You can't get out. There's nothing you can do. Just dirt slowly being shoveled on your head. I mean, they had some creative ways
How are
to
you
kill
trying?
people.
Oh God, how are you trying to avoid that? I'm shoveling dirt.
I guess I'd dig sideways.
I think your only hope is to convince me.
Charlie,
How do you know who I am?
Wait,
Piss
sorry.
off.
Are you Olga?
I'm one of the buriers.
I know, but are you Olga's barrier?
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm just an envoy. I really didn't mean to do this.
I don't give a fuck.
But I don't have any
Shut
power.
up,
I
worm.
don't have any power here.
Shut up.
It's going to take you a while
Olga's
to
gonna
dig
annoy
this
me if
full
I don't
pit.
do this. I'm sorry.
I know, but maybe you can join our side.
I don't want to join. You're in the pit. You're literally about to get buried
We've
alive.
got baths.
How many?
4.
Can I have one?
Yes.
Okay, stay there.
Get in the pit. Oh, we didn't think that through. Now you're in the pit.
Wait, I'm getting out now.
You're going to get out the pit.
Yeah.
Well, if we could have gotten
No, shut up.
How have you got out the pit?
Because I've decided I didn't want to be in there.
I don't want to be in there
Shut up.
either, but it's like
Shut
20
up.
foot deep.
Yeah, whatever. I'm out again now.
How did you get out?
I flew.
You can't
I have a
fly.
jetpack. I have a jetpack.
You have a jetpack, and that's the end of that. So she then sent word that she accepted the proposal. Aha! But required the Drevlians to send their best men to accompany her on her journey, so the common people would accept the transition.
Do you think you'll ever be a best man at a wedding? Hopefully.
Yeah, I was having a conversation with my friend who is getting married.
I better be one of those. I'll probably feel inadequate.
Yeah, me too. But I think the idea of it slowly moving away a bit, and you have like your groomsmen and they all fulfill a different thing because it's hard to choose.
No, I want to be the best.
I feel like the idea of a best friend is slowly disintegrating a little bit,
friend.
you know? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not as significant as maybe it once was. Because with the expansion of social media and ways in which to communicate with many
our
people
networks
over
are
the world.
larger, but in a way, our connections are
Smaller.
weaker.
When the best and wisest Drevlian men arrived, Olga offered them a bathhouse. Wow. To get cleaned up and relax after the long journey. Once inside, she barred the doors and burnt it down. So she destroyed her own bathhouse in order to kill the men. I would never destroy my bath for anything.
Do you love bath?
No, I haven't had a bath in 7 years.
I guess you think it's kind of childish.
It is. Get in the fucking shower. Stand up and wash yourself. You're not a fucking infant baby. Do you want me to come over and wash you? Get out of the bath and do some work. Olga then invited more of them over for a funeral service, and somehow, not sensing the trap, 5,000 Drevlians showed up. Once they were drunk, she had her men kill all of them. She then placed their capital city under siege. After several days, she asked for 3 pigeons and 3 sparrows from each household. I couldn't muster up 3 pigeons and 3 sparrows from my household if I spent weeks doing it.
Why were they keeping pigeons and sparrows as
Now,
pets?
why were they keeping pigeons and sparrows? Why does every household in...
I don't have anything. I had 2 budgies.
Drevlian or
I had 2
whatever.
budgies when I was a kid, and they flew away.
Can we look up why did
care.
people... No, not really. Why did people have pigeons and sparrows in their houses? Households in early medieval Kiev, which is where we are, owned birds primarily for practical purposes, including food, hunting, falconry, and obtaining feathers for arrows. There you go. Birds, particularly pigeons, were also kept for agricultural fertilizer. I think that's maybe the only genuinely interesting thing we've said on this podcast.
I didn't hear any of it.
Of course you didn't. So she asked for those, claiming that she didn't want to burden their city any further. The people happily complied. Olga then had her soldiers each take a bird and attach burning coal to it. Released the birds, they all flew back to the thatched Drevlian households and burnt them to the ground. Now, have you ever heard of better revenge than Olga of Kiev?
I mean, no, other than Gary Plowshay.
No, Olga's is far better.
No, because
Olga's is way more creative.
I guess she is avenging her kid.
She's managed to dupe them about 3 times there.
Kind of
she's
amazing.
Killed a hell of a lot of people. She's burnt down the houses. Olga's she's the patron saint of revenge.
Miss Revenge 2024.
Miss Revenge 2024, which is a title she holds more dearly, actually, than being patron saint of revenge.
Miss Revenge. Do you think Revenge could ever pass as a name? This is my girlfriend, Revenge.
This is my girlfriend, Revenge.
Revenge is pretty a fucking amazing name.
Revenge.
Hey, I'm Revenge.
It's a horrible name.
No, it's a good name.
They'd have a torrid little time with it.
Do you think they would?
Yeah, if I came to school and said my name's Revenge, everyone's being like, well, what are you going to do to me?
Grr.
Yeah, you could say Gur as well. That's
Grr.
something to say, I guess.
I'm Revenge. Grr.
How is she attaching coal to birds?
Yeah, I just fact checked that. I think it's a myth.
This is all a myth.
No, the rest of it I think is true. That detail is like...
What do you think?
I'd argue if you attach burning coal to a sparrow, it's not going to fly home. It's going to die.
I mean, I think...
That's what I
This is
think.
widely considered by historians to be a legend.
No, because
Yeah.
it was attached with some string to the foot, and it flew. I mean, I think it would not be on the parrot's foot.
Parrots were never mentioned.
What was it called? Sparrow.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be on. it would be on the sparrow's below the sparrow's feet rather than on them. Now,
I suppose there are more ways than one to attach burning coal to a sparrow.
I think the sound, if you were vengefully skewed, if you were venge leaning, then the sound. Imagine you've got your eyes closed and you're Olga, and you've got this bathhouse, and there are men in there and they're burning alive, and you're fucking loving it. Like that must be the most righteous.
But again, this is
terrifying. But
this
righteous
is when
thing.
your bloodlust silently comes out because
Terrifying,
you've just said,
righteous.
Imagine the joy of burning men in the sound.
If they
of
deserve
burning men in the.
If they deserve it.
Even so, Charlie. Even so, you've just said, imagine the sound and imagine the feeling of being adjacent to a burning barn of which you've put 20 men in there
Well, it's
in
more
order to
sinister than
burn them to death.
go inside and, like,
imagine the joy of it. You're a fucking psychopath.
That's better than going inside and having a little poo and reading a book or whatever.
You're saying it's better to burn 20 men alive than to read a book.
And go toilet. It's better, yeah.
You're a psychopath. Imagine the feeling.
I think it's
imagine
better
the
to
sound.
listening to
imagine the righteous
at
feeling.
least owning it rather than going inside and like reading a book.
Why are you comparing burning 20 men to death to reading a book?
Because it's like it's almost reducing the kind of respect for the gravity of the situation, not to listen to it and be like, this is a huge moment.
Ignoring it?
Don't ignore it and pretend it's never happened.
Wait,
Don't go inside and write a little letter. Stay out here and listen and close your eyes.
So you're right. You're actually...
You fucking heard me.
Yeah, so you're actually comparing what you would do when you're in the process of burning 20 men alive. You either you might as well stay there to enjoy the sound rather than going in and reading a book and pretending it's not happening.
It's more sadistic to do that than like to go inside and like make a little sandwich.
I think it's more sadistic to enjoy the screams of men burning to death, but that's just me. On to Princess Diana. Princess Diana, the queen of fashion revenge.
Okay.
On June 29th, 1994, Princess Diana attended a Vanity Fair party in London wearing an off-shoulder black dress. We all know what we're talking about here, don't we?
Do we have a... Ooh.
We can have that. That will become one of the most iconic fashion statements of all time. The same evening, her estranged husband, Prince, now King Charles, you forget that sometimes, don't you?
No.
Confessed to the world that he had cheated on Diana on national television.
This is a couple years before I was born. 3 years before you were born, Andrew. You were but a twinkle in your mummy's tummy. You were actually an egg? No, you weren't. You're a sperm. You're in
men aren't sperm.
You're in your dad's balls.
Men aren't sperm and women aren't eggs. That's not how it works.
You were within.
Just going to try and nip that one.
But you started off. You did at least a bit of you was in your dad's balls.
Yeah. But I wasn't just because I'm a man. I wasn't sperm. I wasn't all in the sperm.
Oh, we're sperm. She was wearing an off-shoulder black dress that would become one of the most iconic fashion statements of all time. The same evening, her estranged husband,
read this.
Prince now King Charles, confessed to the world that he cheated on Diana on national television. Due to the short length and the revealing shoulders, the dress was a deliberate protest against the style rules expected of royal women, and it also made Diana look amazing. So the next day, she'd stolen all the front pages, Andrew, with the Sun captioning her photo. Do it in the Sun's voice.
The thriller he left to Woo Camilla.
All right.
Happy with that?
Now, she got that dress on. Let's just admit, she looks tidy.
She looks tidy. Look, we're red-blooded men, and we've got to admit when we see a lady looking fine, we got to say it.
She looks tidy as a box of blimmin' freshly packed pants.
You look tidy, D, Princess Di.
Now, where is the line in terms of her looking? If she came on with like her bottom revealed, where is it like, wow, she looks amazing? Like, how much more could she reveal before it's like, this is kind of fucked? She's obviously going through some stuff. If she came out like,
I think, go on,
mankini or like with a.
Wouldn't that just be a bikini at that point?
No, it's a mankini. It's a kind of.
I know it's different, but that's just,
All right, fine. She's wearing kind of nothing but a beanie.
I think given those days, it being a little bit more prudish than it is now, that would have been particularly startling.
Beanie and nipple, duct tape on her nipples, and kind of
going through something. Keep going, and I'll tell you when she's not going through something. She's going through something.
Sort of a zoot suit.
Going through something.
A kind of smart dress and a Carhartt hoodie.
Not going through something.
Smart dress and a vest which says "fuck my mum."
Going through something.
A full monk outfit.
Going through something, yeah. So I think she kind of, as we've just identified, it's quite hard to find the right balance.
Double denim.
No, not going for
She's
something.
all right.
So she's managed to find the perfect balance, and boy, did she win. That's, the revenge dress, something that still exists to this day. I think after a breakup, or you're trying to show a man who's boss, you pop on a revenge dress. Women can do it easily, but can a man?
I don't think so.
Can a man ever do a revenge dress?
Apparently, she'd been waiting for the right occasion to wear this dress.
Yeah, well, there you go.
And royals typically only wore black when in mourning, Andrew. The unspoken symbolism was that Diana was mourning the death of her marriage.
Okay, but can men ever wear a revenge dress?
I don't know what that would even look like.
Cock sock?
Full kind of Sikh outfit, just like kind of like dress up as like a Sikh, and it's like, whoa, what's is he converted or is he all right?
I guess you'd look,
Sikh outfit with a cross and a
all religious garb
and a kind of Jewish hat.
Yep,
is that a thing?
A kippa,
not like the fish, and on my. And I've also got a little what's the teapot thing that you wipe your
prayer
a prayer
teapot? A prayer kettle?
I think it was a prayer kettle.
Yeah.
And I've got a prayer kettle in my hand, and then I'm doing that with my left hand. That's fucking that's rock and roll.
You'd certainly grab the headlines, maybe not for the right reasons.
That's
though.
my
I don't think you've beat the Queen
suit
to be at that point, have you?
I
The
have.
headlines would be,
I've
it was
stolen
a
the
good
show.
job, this freak isn't going to be our king.
and it's to show that there is no God.
What was the
And
symbol?
there's only one God, and that God
And that's me.
is me.
And now it's time to backstab our way up to Patreon Valley.
We're bitching about everyone.
Pardon?
Are we bitching about everyone?
We're literally stabbing people in the
Oh,
back,
right.
and that's how we're climbing up the hill. There's just lots
Fuck.
of backs, and we're using that as like an ice pick to slowly get our way up to.
Do you think that's
Patreon
ever
Valley.
happened?
No. So the valley is tough out there. It's a bit blood feudy. Everyone's out for each other.
People are very paranoid.
All of some hot people are annoyed that
The Valley's been fucked in the Valley for as long as I can remember. I can't remember the last time the Valley was like nice.
no, it's been tough. It's been tough
I think
sledding
the
for everyone.
shops, but even then I think we built like a huge boohoo.
Yeah, but so yeah, it's everyone's
Yeah.
looking over their backs. Everyone's trying to get their own back on everyone. It's very tough times.
We got a message in from Harry Coffey, who is a Greek Cypriot Londoner,
Yes.
whose parents moved over about 15 years ago, which is actually when he's referring to in this case. About 15 years ago, me and my good friend made something we call revenge custard. We fill a 5-litre Tesco Ashbeck bottle, mate, with custard, and we left it hidden in the forest to ferment. The idea was that if anybody wronged us, we would get them back by utilising the revenge custard, although we didn't quite know how it would be used. We knew we just couldn't dump a bunch of fetid custard on a cunt. We ended up just forgetting about it, mate. We didn't really have any enemies. We just loved the idea of the custard. The other day, I was walking through the same woodlands, mate, and the memory of the revenge custard resurfaced. I checked the same hiding spot to see if the custard was still festering. Lo and behold, this fucker was still rotting away for when one day I needed once more.
Revenge custard. I guess it's good to be prepared. Is the moral of that story?
So he left.
Unclear on how you'd be able to utilise revenge custard unless you were perhaps making your enemy a sticky toffee pudding.
Or
But then they'd they'd probably die at that point. It's just, I guess it's just kind of a lesser version of poisoning someone, isn't it? Really, revenge custard. You could pour it over someone, but I think at that point it's not too dissimilar from just normal custard. You know what I mean?
but it's completely poisoned. It's like I didn't know that it didn't biodegrade.
It's fermented, so it'll be smellier and more horrible. But at the end of the day, if you pour custard over me or smelly custard over me, I'm still going to have a shower and be annoyed.
I think it's a lot worse if it's 15 years old.
I think it's a bit worse, but I don't think in the broad spectrum of revenge that we can do, I'm not sure that fermented versus non-fermented custard is too different.
Do you not think it's quite interesting that custard doesn't biodegrade, much like the banana?
In a plastic bottle.
Oh right.
Yeah,
So
with
if you
a
put
bottle of
anything in a
custard.
plastic bottle, it won't degrade.
I guess not. It's airtight. If you put a bottle of custard, it's not just going to disappear, is it?
I've got no idea.
If you put... Google it, Matt. Go on ChatGPT. It can't
the pain in your
biodegrade.
voice.
Things can't biodegrade in a plastic
it, Matt.
bottle, can it? Because it's not interacting with nature. Interacting with...
Degrading, but
You
it
don't
just
know.
can't- Nothing escapes.
Yeah, I guess so.
If you put a bottle, fill it with
Yeah.
custard, and left it for 1,000 years, what color is the custard, please, Matt? If you left a bottle out in the woods, if you just do it verbatim, if you left a bottle in the woods,
Full of custard.
full
surely.
of love, full of nice custard,
Don't say nice.
full of nice custard, please. I'm in charge. For 1,000 years, what color would it be? Please. What color is it?
Black.
What color would it be? I'm saying green.
After 1,000 years in
Deep
the
brown,
woods.
reddish brown, or blackish? I mean, I've got this huge vat of red brown water on my balcony. I don't know what it is.
Why?
I don't know what.
What could it be?
I don't know.
Why haven't you got rid of it?
Because it's too big now.
What, too big to fail?
It's too big to fail. It's too big to fail, Andrew. Now, I have a thing to say, which is, I can't remember why we're talking about custard. Can we go back to the question?
The Patreon. It wasn't a question. It was his revenge custard.
What?
What do you mean, what? We've just done
Fine.
it.
So it's more of a kind of a piece, actually, that. Okay, cool. Thanks for letting us know, Harry. I hope you are still eating quite a lot of custard in the mornings for you now.
Yeah, now it's time to betray our way up to Peace's pasture. How's the pasture?
Full of blood.
Full of blood.
Full of blood.
That's not very good.
The pasture is full of recently. There's a kind of the happy ending of aftercare of kind of reconciliation. There's loads of couples that they were fighting and now they've made up and they're hugging. They're all hugging in a kind of a perfect circle. They're just like, I'm really sorry about all that. I won't ever do that again. So they've made amends.
We're making amends of.
They said no to revenge.
They said no to revenge
and yes to hugging.
They've chosen love. They've chosen to talk it out, and it's looking wonderful in there. So as ever, we're going to finish with some pieces to sum up our thoughts about the topic of the week, which this week is revenge. Yes. This is my piece, and it's called Revenge. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I thought you said revenging. No, rev engine.
Revenging.
Not revenge. Rev engine. Whatever. Now, Charlie, please, your piece.
This is my piece called Revenge, and it's a poem this time. I want to be hung, drawn, and quartered, just to feel someone. You chew me up and spit me out like a little bit of bread. And I still call my mum mummy. When's the last time you looked up at the sky and said, fuck you? I do it nightly. Wrongly or rightly, left, right, good nightly. You look good in that nighty. Take it off. Because I drive to yours in my Ford Focus. Damn. I can't focus. So I take some modafinil. Baby, you're my daffodil. And maybe I'll change my name to your name. See how you like that? Then we'd have the most beautiful name in the world. Thank you.
I'll change my name to your name, and we'd have the most beautiful name in the world.
Yeah, she's got a lovely name.
Okay. What's her name?
Her name?
Yeah.
Penelope Clearwater.
Penelope There's two Penelope Clearwaters walking around town. One of them's you. A lovely piece. Very lovely piece. How are you touching on revenge with that?
Just because I've been driven mad by love and I'm fucking obsessed with you, and I'm actually so obsessed with you I'm going to change my name to your name and say, are you fucking like that?
Yeah, okay.
Don't you dare. Don't be horrible to me.
So the throes of love can really...
It's an incel's kind of ode.
And yeah, okay. So it's
a lonely ode.
The joy of love can really throw us into some dark places, and what is, revenge is, on the same doorstep as maybe something called love, Charlie.
They're sisters, or they're at the very least they're cousins.
They're cousins. What have we learned this week?
We've learned that you need to take some time out, and rather than bashing into people on the tube, give them a thumbs down, and that'll be much more annoying. That'll actually achieve the effect that you want much more effectively, and it will erode less of your spirit. Because I think with every shove, a small part of Andrew Karan dies.
Okay, we've learnt that you have quite a psychopathic bloodlust lurking within you, and want to hear the screams of your enemies slowly dying in a house fire. Yeah. We learnt that you probably need to brush your teeth a bit more.
Trying hard
to do so, but that's true. We've learnt that probably revenge isn't a good thing.
Generally not, but if you're a vigilante dad who's had his child abused or killed, I have no problem with you taking matters into your own hands.
Again, it's not the problem with it. It's, do we want it? Is it a good thing? I'm not going
to judge you. I'll still have a pint with you if you've done that. I'll get a Snickers and a pint with you. Yeah,
that's true. But we're a Turn the Other Cheek podcast, aren't we? We're, be better than the people who have wronged you.
Sometimes.
And we're on a kind of Sinatra / Ivana Trump vibe where it's dress to impress, and Diana. The best way to get revenge is to live your life to the fullest. And then all the people that wronged you will go, grr, I wish they didn't have that. Instead of, putting them in the ground and burying them alive, which you would want to do.
Sometimes, if I had to, if they really, really annoyed me.
If things get sticky,
then you better wash your hands.
Love you, Charlie.
Love you too.
See you next week.
It's Henry and Charlie investigate. They're going to find the truth and tell you straight. They're exploring themselves and the universe. Andrew's spoiled, Charlie's even worse. The meaning of life, they're going to find out. So sit back and listen, you big trout. That's it up from me anyway. What the bloody hell? They're investigating today.